And welcome back to Baba Park here in Port Moresby, Pepsi Capital Rugby Union. Run 12. It's the second game of this Saturday afternoon. It's Valley Hunters versus Juggernauts. Top team versus a team that's established in the top 6. Should be a good match. Juggernauts and Nick Berry leading out both sides. Referee Nick Berry. Both sides. So Juggernauts red with the blue trim, and Valley Hunters in the traditional red and black. Slight color clash there, but and we've got the top team that lost last out 5-0 to Marlins. That's Valley Hunters. Surprise effort there from Marlins, even though they are second on the ladder. To keep a team like Valley Hunters scoreless for an entire 80 minutes, that takes some doing. Shows that they are a good side. They earned that second spot. They're playing the Juggernauts, who are coming off a win off University. So they've got their tails up as well, playing confident rugby. Something tells me, Benji, that Valley Hunters are still hurting from that loss last week. It's not just the fact that they lost, it's the fact that they didn't score any points. They've made a pretty good lineup. I notice Laciel, Ben Laciel, back from a short stint overseas. He would have gained a lot from that experience. He's in the 13 jersey as play gets underway. And it's Kenneth Cooper who takes it. Kenneth Kula, sorry. He's going to be a prominent feature in this match. Naheja, yep.
No, that's David Kura.
Kura. Nice passing. Saledi has it. Kula, another touch. Kula. It's been barely a minute and he's already had 2 touches. Sukumbal. I get the sense that Sukumbal knew he was going to get that penalty, so the kick didn't have to look pretty. Maybe he was purposely kicking it in an ugly fashion. But he's going to get the ball again and kick it for touch. No, he's staying away from it. I'll give it to Socky. Young fly half, making his bones in first grade. Played a lot of A grade last year. Doesn't find touch though, so you might see Sukumbal back with the ball every time they have a penalty. The sure boot of Sawi Sukumbal. Probably a little bit of nerves for Socky. Daniel Socky. And that team for Valley Hunters, Azakara, David Kura, Jordan Saledi, that's your front row. Second row is Eddie Kyle, Johnny Frame starting the match. Benji, that's a new thing. Normally comes off the bench. Nice take there by the 7. Daryl Wate. Things come undone a little bit, but the penalty will still go to Valley.
Offside once again.
Just going through that Valley Hunters loose forward trio. Shane Kagani in the 6, Daryl Wate in the 7, the man who just won the line out. Ken Kula in the 8. Just Taurega at halfback. First receiver is Daniel Socky, your wings. And they haven't found touch again. That's 2 times in a row now. Almost a repeat of what happened last, but the kick wasn't good as well. So it's all happening here at Bava Park. Both sides trying to get into this game, and they're just not quite nailing their plays.
Yeah, that kick return from Douglas Cowie, just a bit too much.
He'll get better as the game wears on.
Yep.
He's better than that.
He also has a very reliable boot on him, so.
Yeah, good kicker of conversions. Expect to see him kicking penalty attempts. And obviously your conversions. Those wingers for Valley Hunters, Ishmael Sabata in 11. 14 is Sira Kisyu. And your midfield, Jed Katal, captain. Ben Laciel, 13. And your fullback is, of course, Sukumbal, Sawi Sukumbal. Scrum for Valley Hunters going well. midfield now. Katal playing distributor. That pass. Oh, man, that pass. Yeah, no need to tackle him. He's holding on to a ball that belongs to Juggernauts. Benji, that ball really traveled a few meters forward.
Yeah,
you think there's a breeze? That got something to do with the breeze? It's coming in from the Tarama side.
And also the way that ball
left the hand?
spun as well. It sort of spent like a spiral, so it sort of traveled forward.
On its ends, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you see
that Connect replay will show it. Katal gives him the ball. He runs, and he's meant to give it to Sukumbal, who just stands there and looks at it and says, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, bit of miscommunication. Sabata also standing a bit too flat as well.
Bit rusty, yeah? Bit rusty from Valley Hunters.
Also, Soki as well, still finding his feet.
Well, this scrum goes down. Neither front row is at fault, according to referee Nick Berry. But sure enough, if they go down again, somebody's going to be at fault. And referees are looking for hinging, especially if you go down. Flat. Juggernauts with this feed. It's going to be I think their first touch, or near enough. They can't even win their own feed yet. Well, it won't matter because they get the long arm. Yeah, we've got a front row going down on his knees. Valley Hunters not able to keep your feet. Once you take a knee as a front rower, you're already putting the rest of the front row in a dangerous position, so you get penalized.
They kick a low trajectory one, making sure it gets into touch. It goes into touch.
Yeah, very quickly going through the Juggernaut side. So your front row, Adani Kaururi, Shadrach Manga, and Jonah Apple, your front rows. So Manga throwing in, taken well enough. Man in 12, he's going to send it out to his center partner. Man at 12 is Kula Kila, and the center is Philip Dobunaba. That's your center pairing for Juggernauts. Now the second row is Boaz Roboam, Taris Flegger. Sorry, Adam Otter and Boaz Roboam. Taris Flegger is your blind side. Open side, Stephen Roberts. Number 8, Michael Oral. Samuel Joseph is your halfback. Billy Tirrup is the 10. Your wing is Riley John Garawari. Nearly said Garavoro. He's going to play tomorrow, by the way. NFS, check it out, 3 p.m. Douglas Kawe is your fullback. Yeah, we love our sports in Moresby. Capital Rugby Union at the moment. Sukumbal at first receiver. Kola can play a lot of center. He knows how to run midfield. He makes a lot of yards. Katal comes in and supports.
Kageni
heads it on to Saletti. Yeah, he was looking for a battering ram. He found one. Kara is going to get this one. Easy. No, they're going to go short. No. A little bit of indecision here. Ephraim gets it, and he's flat-footed, so he's going to be an easy target. They pick him off, and they will force him back, but they're offside, it seems. Oh, they're going to go all the way back to something that happened over on that side of the field. Well, referee Nick Berry says offside all the way at that end. And Nick Berry, in case you're wondering, did they fly him in for this game? No, he actually lives and works here in Moresby. He's the manager for East West Transport. So, giving his time to referee the local comp. That's great.
But also giving some credibility to him as well. He's also refereed in some matches in Hong Kong as well.
Absolutely.
Kisiu on the break. He's been reeled in by the 12. Driven close to touch, I think. Kisiu still had the ball.
Tarega, Kula. Nice. Makes some yards. Sukumbal, they need to get out of his way, the back line. Eddie Carl finds himself in the back, throws a pass. They got him out on the edge. Coming back in, this could be a throw. Great tackle there. Was that Kawe or was
Yes, there was Kawe with a great tackle right under the ball as well.
Well, we were singing his praises about his kicking. I guess he's a good tackler as well. Last line of defense. took his men.
Sabata did really well to step past that far winger. As you see the ball being passed wide, Sabata steps past the 7. Just Kawe to beat, but yeah, great technique right under the ball, forcing that ball loose in contact.
Yeah, curiously, Sabata ran straight back into the fullback. Why didn't he try to step him? Maybe peripherally he wasn't aware that he could do that. He thought, oh, the fullback's the only guy I got to beat. Let me run him over. Right. Juggernaut scrum being minced. Kula picks it up from the back.
Yeah, Valley Hunters win the scrum against the head.
Tarega gives it to a runner. That's
Saladi.
Saladi, yep. And they got him, Sukumbal. Katal, they just need to put it through the hands. Soki gets that pass away to try.
Forward.
Not a good pass.
That pass was just...
Quick tap taken, but Nick Berry will say, hold on a minute, sir.
I think that's Tsikula, the number 6.
Sikule.
No, that's Flegger. It says here.
Flagger. Almost sounds like Flegler. Speaking of origin, Wednesday night. I'm sure a lot of people will be watching that. A lot. But right now, we're in the here and now. And Juggernauts have got a line out deep. Eddie Cal snipes one, or he sneaks a win for his side. Sukumbal, if he lets this one go, big hit. There's a head clash, he's down. The man is hurt. They need to stop play right now.
Yeah, I think that was a head clash.
Yeah, that was a head clash. Sickening, and he's just stayed still.
Yeah, both players down.
Kinect replay will show us exactly what happened there, but there was a man on him. He actually took it, and he wasn't in a good position to evade the tackle, and the man just zeroed in on him and just nailed him. Yet it bounced. He took it. Before he could do well, he stepped, and the defender was already committed. That's the number 8. He was committed. Michael Oral. Heavy contact. I don't think Sukumbal will be allowed to stay on the field. He's going to have to leave. HIA at the very least.
The way he landed as well, it was a clear indicator of like the severity of that contact as well. So I don't think he will be taking any further part in this match.
It's almost like a knockout. Just stiffens your limbs. Well, the good thing is he's at least responding to St. John Ambulance personnel. And I think one of them is the trainer, or is it the coach that's on the field?
I think that's the St. John's Ambulance personnel. Just
he'll get up slowly, shake off the dust off the cobwebs, but I don't think he'll take any further part in this game. I mean, he was a target. He was a target. And the head clash alone will see a card. Minimum yellow. Minimum yellow. But the fact that this player is going to be unable to continue the match might play into the referee's estimation, and we could see an upgrade. We might see something more than a yellow. Well, they're discussing it now. So Oral in the 8 jersey for Juggernauts. Jet Katal, captain of Valley Hunters. Nick Berry explaining a few things.
yeah, we'll just wait to see the referee's decision on what happens.
I would be very surprised if Sukumbal is allowed to stay on the field. He's regained his feet. He's taken his headgear off. It's a yellow card for Michael Oral.
Yeah, Michael Oral sent to the bin. The number 8 for CHEMCHARE Juggernauts. They will be a man down for the next 10 minutes. Sawi Sukumbal. He looks to be coming from the field as well.
Well, he'd have to, wouldn't he?
Yep.
That would be negligent if they left him on the field. So at the minimum, he has to come off. HIA, if he passes it, great. He can come back on, but that kind of heavy contact, I think the safe thing to do would be to miss the rest of the match and recover properly.
They haven't replaced it. Okay, now that the replacement is coming onto the field, the 22, Andy Solo, coming on for.
That's a great replacement to bring on. I mean, in terms of position for position, Solo is more of an outside back, center outside back, so he won't be.
So Solo's moved to the wing with Sabata slotting in at fullback.
Well, they're going to lose a little bit in terms of kicking and direction from the back. But Solo's not a bad guy to bring on.
A maul. We haven't seen those in quite some time.
You could see the first. Yes, it's a try.
It's a penalty try.
All right, collapsing the maul illegally. So Juggernauts are paying a price. And guess what? We've got some showers here. While the sun is still out, we have got some showers. So that's a bit of an oddity. Oh, well, I've seen it. I've seen it a few times, but I'm just saying that's a nice little touch to the afternoon. For the fans. I don't know about.
We could see another card, yeah.
And is it? Oh, goodness me. So Juggernauts
down to 13. 2 players sent to the bin. I believe it's Roboam. Sent to the bin for collapsing that maul inside the 5-meter mark.
So is that a professional foul, or is it the dangerousness of of what he did?
It's the cynical play of probably.
Wow, cynical play, but that was the first one of its type. So you card a guy straight up. Okay. Well, you must have told them beforehand. If a team is in a try-scoring position and you deliberately break down that play, you are off. Well, Juggernauts are going to have to do some kind of digging here. As Valley Hunters straighten it up, center field, about 30 out. Soki with the kick downfield.
Kaue at the back.
Sizing up what's in front of him. He kicks it high. He's going to chase his own kick, put his players on side. Contest good. He cuts his legs. Good recovery, though. Valley Hunters will regain. Benji, we've got a really big guy in the seconds, I think, or the front row for Valley Hunters. You're going to have to get his name for me. Is that Manny? No, that's not Manny.
I think that's Johnny Ephraim.
Or Johnny Ephraim's in the second row, yep.
It's Kisiu.
Kisiu. Love to see Kisiu one-on-one, but he's getting put down
by a much smaller 12 as well. And
showing strength well beyond his size, what you'd think.
Yeah, he's pulled up some great defensive plays over a couple of bigger men. That number 12 for Juggernauts, I believe.
Yeah, Kula Killer.
Kula Killer.
Well, they're going to have to manage with just 13 on the field. 2 men are off in this Pepsi Capital Rugby Union Premier Grade fixture. Second one of this Saturday afternoon. Valley Hunters 5-0 up. Juggernauts are the ones who have to deal with having fewer men in the line. Apple. Manga with the throw in. Kula misses it. Ephraim gets it. Knock on.
Knock on.
Well, first yellow card, understandable. The second yellow card, that shows the referee's low tolerance for cynical play, especially play that denies the other side a fair shot at scoring a try. And that rain, if you can see the screen, the rain is
starting to come down.
Yeah, it's starting to come down. Looks heavy. Definitely will make conditions a little more difficult for both sides. And they're short in the scrum, so we've been forced to have a center lining up at one of the flanks.
Shane Kageni also just helping out his opposing flank.
Oh, that was nice. That was
great show of sportsmanship.
Oh, we see a man go straight through, but Kisiu should get him. No, yes, he's going to go out. He gets one in, and then the kick comes in. He goes straight. And they can attack that left edge. Kawe needs to put his man in space. Breaks that first, he gets the pass, and they're going to score in the corner. That's amazing with 13 men.
Great work from Juggernauts to score with only 13 men.
Where did they find those guys? Oh, I think Valley Hunters are guilty of just standing and watching the play. They didn't expect.
We're still waiting. I think there's a knock on somewhere.
Oh,
Okay.
that's just too bad. That's heartbreaking.
I think they knocked it on as he was going over to score, but yeah, great. We have a player down from Juggernauts, but Juggernauts on the attack, so they think they will carry on.
So Juggernauts still get the ball. Score is 5-0. They want to try. In these conditions, that's a risky proposition, but they're only 5 meters away, so I guess it's a risk worth taking. Although the 3 is just straightforward, you know, penalty goal. Anyway, they roll that head up. They could get close. The man with the ball is being held up. He's on his knees now, so they should release him, which is what they do. They're going to come out to the left. They think they've got him shot a little bit. What is that kick doing there? Probably not the right option. Not the right option at all. Gave it straight back to them. That's a mystifying option there. Kula takes a hard carry. Now the clearance is coming in. This is it Sabata or is it, yeah, it's Sabata. He chases it. Kawe. Little hop and a skip. It's cut down.
Katal over the ball.
Oh, doing a great job. But yeah, not legally, according to the referee. Not legally according to the referee. So we've got a man who's come off second best. The rain is starting to affect everyone, not only the ones in under cover. Rain is finding a way to get to them, the commentary team included. And it looks like Sawi Sukumbal has cleared his HIA and he's coming back on the field, Benji. Saying I'm surprised is an understatement. I'm bordering more on shock. That is, that's something to behold. Sawi Sukumbal, who was laid out pretty much with a heavy contact to his head less than 5 minutes ago. He's back on the field after apparently passing his HIA, or at least being cleared by the officials. Now Kawe, on the other hand, the other fullback, would you believe it, has not got up. And his injury looks to be a leg, a lower body one.
I think a knee.
A knee, yeah. He's going to regain his feet, but is he in any shape to continue? That's the question. Oh,
coming on is Joey Vagi.
Yeah, Joe Vagi is not a fullback. I can tell you that much right now. He's not going to replace Kawe.
I think he's probably just
moral support, maybe.
Yeah, probably to help Douglas from the field.
Oh, okay. So, in the absence of a stretcher or a wheelchair, we're gonna. No, he's gonna come off on of his own volition, or he might just take his place back in the lineup. Boy, we got some really tough guys out there in the field today.
Yeah, he's just gonna walk it off.
For Valley Hunters, Sawi Sukumbal, not too long ago, got cleaned up by a tackle head clash, left him prone on the field, face down for a minute or two, slowly recovered, left the field for HIA, you would think, and then minutes later he's cleared and he's back on the field. So talk about commitment. Sawi Sukumbal, head off to you. And Kawe as well, his opposite, the other fullback, took a heavy knock to his knee. He's gingerly trying to walk it off right now, but he looked like he wouldn't be able to continue. And he's actually walking towards the sideline, so that could be an indication of what's happening for him. Throw in coming from Juggernauts. Valley Hunters do their best to spoil Kageni coming through. Juggernauts have it. They're going to go tight. Try to sneak a few meters. The man in the #1 jersey.
I think that's Apple.
Apple, yep. I've got Adani Karuri, but it looks, yeah. Oh, someone's been picked up, put in a dangerous position, but no action from the referee. And Juggernauts making a lot of headway towards the try line. Valley Hunters are going to have to be careful. These are greasy conditions. You miss a tackle, you're more likely to miss one. especially if you're coming in from the side. Passes like that are not going to help the cause of the attacking side. Kawe hands it off to the man on the edge. That's the 11. He wisely comes back infield. Greasy conditions. Don't want to tempt fate trying to run out on the edge there. Keeping it very tight. This is Kila Kula.
Advantage, high tackle.
Yeah, I'm out. Long arm now. That scoreline at the moment, it's 5-all. Or is it? No, it's not 5-0.
5-0.
Sorry, I've credited them with the try that they didn't score. Golly, what was I thinking? And it looks like number 8, Michael Orr, will be coming back onto the field to make it 14 on 15. Not quite the full set yet for Juggernauts, but they will welcome him back as soon as he gets on.
They've done well not to concede more points down to 13 men.
And
Juggernauts.
they could have scored a try too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd be happy with that effort if I was in the Juggernauts camp. And they just might be going for goal. Kawe, I told you he's a good kicker. He wants to test his, not so much his range, his accuracy. So this one's about 10, 15 thereabouts in from the sideline, far side, and about 30 out. That's his angle. Very kickable for a player of his talent, Douglas Kawe. Meanwhile, number 8, Michael Orr, just about to come on. Perhaps after this kick, he will run onto the field. I still have one in the bin, though. Strikes it. That's one of the worst kicks I've seen from Kawe all season. Hardly got up to more than 2 meters off the ground. So
shanked it.
Yep. I think it could have something to do with the conditions.
I think so. Probably must have slipped as he was coming around.
Most likely.
To strike the ball, but score remains unchanged. Valley Hunters leading. The Juggernauts 5-0.
Yeah, who would have thought we'd be playing wet weather rugby in June? It's usually very dry this time of year, but Kawe now has it. Somebody misses him.
There's a big Johnny Ephraim.
Yeah, Ephraim, yeah. That big Mack truck just came across and missed his target. Juggernauts doing a good job so far, managing their phases. Just need to be smart about it and not give Valley Hunters opportunities like that, push them back and manhandle them. Ephraim involved in that tackle. Kula just tapped him on the back and said, hey, you should have stayed up and then we could attack him. And then they drive the next runner back. Juggernauts going backwards. Perhaps a kick is in order right now. Kawe doesn't think so. They're going to continue going. No, the kick finally comes in. So it's not a deep one. Kiss you. Almost throws a hospital. That's not a bad chase from a tight head prop. He pushes him all across the field. They push him towards that far side touchline. Good fighting effort, though. Valley Hunters, 5-0 in front. Kula, good carry, always makes yards. And Taurega makes a meal of that. Is it Taurega? I better get a confirmation on that player. I could have got the wrong name. Yeah, it is Taurega.
Yeah, Taurega in the 9 for Valley Hunters. As we have Valley Hunters, the Juggernauts about to be back to a full team. Robwam and Oral back to join the scrum.
Rain still falling down, very light, but it's consistent. It's been so for the last, I think, 10 plus minutes, probably more. But because of the heat and the humidity, that rain's probably evaporating at a rate as well. So it's just that those conditions that are probably not the best for open rugby.
Yeah, the ball will be slippery and the pitch as well. So you might want to take care when you're stepping.
Yeah, that moisture is just gonna play havoc with the handling, I can see. And Valley Hunters scrum has been really doing a number on Juggernauts. Kula at the back, ball goes forward. Yes, he's lost it. He's claiming somebody ripped it off him.
Yeah, that was great work from one of the back rowers from Juggernauts to be able to get another ball and just Rip it away. It was ruled a loose carry, but Kenneth Kula and that scrum really doing a number on this Juggernauts forward pack.
Well, a little bit of a stoppage, or at least a pause in play. Both sides not really in a hurry to pack that scrum. I think there's some injuries.
I think there's a player down. A Juggernauts player is, I think it's a tight head prop at a loose head, number 1. Says Adani Karuri, but I don't think that's Karuri. Karuri has
Haven't seen too much of Laciel. Hasn't really injected himself into this game as yet.
Yeah, he hasn't seen too much possession of the ball too. So,
well, this would be great. This would be a great time to do that because he's got good footwork. He's got a lot of pace, and he can break out of tackles or at least beat defenders. And in these greasy conditions, he's twice as dangerous. So,
coming on, Joe Vaggi in the 19, replacing Karuri.
That's an early sub, but he's going to the St. John ambulance tent, so he's carrying some kind of injury. Normally, your starting front row will at least last a full half before they get subbed early in the second. Joe Vaggi coming in a little bit earlier than he expected. Question is, has he packed back into the front row? He probably has. Juggernauts, their scrum hasn't been doing too well. The clearance needs to be quick. Yes, it is. Kick comes through. That's the right tactic. Chase has to be good, though. Laciel is under it. Takes it comfortably. Now he's going to do a one-on-one. Steps inside. Gets the pass away. Not a good pass. Guess you had to go back to get it. Now he's struggling with the defense, and he's throwing one in and making it really hard. And this man in the 3 jersey might go all the way. Yes, he will. What a great try. That's amazing. Full marks to him. That's Jonah Apple. Mr. Apple, congratulations. Great job.
Yeah, that was a great try from Juggernauts there. He's been chasing a couple of kicks and loose balls as well. So finally, it comes off for him. It was a great try. But the ball bounced right into his hands, and that's what happens when you always compete. Eventually, the ball will bounce your way, and that finally comes off for him. And Apple gets his first try, as well as the first points for his team.
Yeah, 5-all with Kawe set to make this conversion attempt about 4 in, 20 out from the grandstand side, or at least the main stand side. Hey, just a little note. That's a front rower who just blitzed them. That is a front rower, and he's been doing that throughout the course of this game so far. 30-odd minutes. Oh, kudos to him. That's a great effort. Now, if we can just hold up the scrum a little better, that'll be perfect.
But yeah, great. And the conversion is unsuccessful.
Well, he's going to take that again. I think they jumped the mark.
Yeah, I think they...
Laciel and Kula were a bit too eager.
Too eager.
He mistimed it. Nothing wrong with charging the kicker, but you have to do it as he's taking up his, as he's coming up to kick it, not when he's standing there, not a second before. Just really a fraction of a second in it. They just mistimed it. So Benji, odds on, I think he'll get it this time. He's already seen. Had a good look, struck it. He was very close, and he's going to try and do it again. If he's a good kicker, he'll know how to make the adjustment. Maybe I'm putting too much pressure on him. Put the knockers on him, but let's see what he can do. Kawe.
Douglas Kawe with this conversion attempt.
Strikes it. Will it straighten? No, it's going to go across the face. So he corrected, but he overcorrected in the other way. Yeah, the conditions not the best, but not much of a breeze as well. So yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe he just thought he'd just dig it in the other way a little bit more, and it just held its line. But Chow is a good kicker. He is a good kicker, and he will definitely feature again for this side when it comes to getting points off the tee. And Lasiel with the restart. That's a very good restart. Lasiel, the center. Kula with a good tackle front on. Juggernauts protect that ball. Clearance coming from Kawe. Bounces it. Almost fluffed there by, is that Sabata?
He's isolated. Oh, they've knocked it on. Great result for Juggernauts.
Yeah, Benji, I'm not going to lie, but I got to give full marks to Nick Berry because I'm getting confused with the both sets of players with the jerseys. I'm starting to miss who's who. I got the perfect solution to that problem. You know, the referees in soccer have this paint can that they spray on the ground to mark. Well, he can take one and just mark players. You know what I mean? It's called thinking outside the box.
But you can tell from the Juggernaut that there's a bit more weight in the front of their kit. So,
I mean, yeah, but this is, you know, motion. Pretty quick. Everything's happening fast. You got time to check all that detail out? All right, this is Oro. Trying to make up for that 10 minutes he stayed in the bin. He tried to run over Soki. Soki wants none of that. And now they continue. Long pass out to that man in the 13. That's Double Nabai. Chases through and he nails Sukumbal, or at least puts a shoulder into him. Sukumbal, as you will remember, if you weren't there watching the first part of this match, this first half, first 10 minutes, he was heavily concussed. Now he's tapped it, and they're saying when he actually made contact with the ball, the foot to the ball, he was outside the 20. So, yeah, strange one.
no, so when it's a mark, you can't put it out into touch. You have to keep it in the field of play.
Okay.
Unless if you call a mark and you kick for touch, like you call for a line out.
Okay.
But if you
Well, that line out is taken, but line out not straight. And just a little update for you. The score is 5-7. Belly Hunters over Juggernauts. So Belly Hunters getting the conversion, and that's confirmed from the official box. So they got that 2-point lead. Please, but it's still a very close contest, and it's really a chess match. Move, counter move, see who gets the upper hand, who can hold their nerve. Soki, can he get a good kick away? Yes, he can. Coming on the angle. We almost get it. Got it. He leaves it. That's the problem when you let things bounce. Eventually gets the kick through. Slightly checked. Running through. Sukumbal. He's going to take it. What a great step. Remember, this guy was heavily concussed not too long ago, and he's still playing in this game. And they're trading kicks now. The Juggernauts have the opportunity to make some headway into this defense. Ooh, they almost got themselves into some trouble now. And they actually run into some more problems here. So they've been getting hit and pushed back a lot in this match.
offside, yep.
Should have stood their ground or should have retreated.
Kula and Neheja, David Kura there, pinned for being offside. So
this is the 10, Billy Tirrup. Providing a steady hand, first receiver. And he's got a good boot. Makes sure of the touch finder. We had a few in the last game try to take on a bit too much territory, and they ended up just giving straight back to the other side. But Billy's not going to give Valley Hunters any free shots. They're going to use all their opportunities. Right in the middle. The man for Juggernauts misses it. Kagene finds it. Dodges a few tackles. Kula, first receiver. Katao. Laciel. Not a good pass from Laciel, but it's play on. Okay, so neither side has made a knock on of any kind. The ball's just come loose. Still, Laciel would not be happy with that effort. Not clean. Kulak over the top in his tackle. Keeps his feet, eventually goes down, goes straight through. Takes a Juggernauts player with him. The halfback. And you take the left side. Oral. Leaves it behind. Lays it back, actually. And
this is Manga, the hooker.
Right on halfway, he gets put down. He actually braced before he even got to the defense, so he was looking for the ground. Tirip.
Puts it high. Dawe, Agawe. And the ball bounces through the hands of Roboam, and bit of a
tit for tat.
Tit for tat.
We'll see who's got the better kicking game.
Aerial ping pong, but the ball finally goes into touch inside Valley Hunters 22.
Yeah, advantage Juggernauts. They get to play closer to that Valley Hunters try line. Lineouts an opportunity for them to pinch one if they're good enough. That's always a possibility. Nehecha with the throw in. Or is that Kurai? Karai.
Kura. David Kura.
Kura. Tirip bounced a few times before he finally got it. Defense rushing up on him. Double Naba. Oh, nice pass. He gets it away. They need to consolidate this one. There's too many Valley Hunters jerseys. That's the problem. That's the problem. Trying to play too fast and you leave yourself exposed a little bit. Penalty to Valley Hunters. We see the match stats here right now. It's 50-50 possession. Yeah, directly even. Penalties 7-5 to Valley Hunters. Handling errors, so you expect a little bit more. Seems to me the Valley Hunters are the ones making most of them.
Yeah, I think Valley Hunters is just a tad bit disjointed at times, but yeah, it's surprisingly the Juggernauts are here to compete. They have equal possession, but they just need to. I mean, both teams just need to convert those possession into point.
Yeah, it's very it's exciting and it's exhilarating to be not far off the leading team in the competition. He's holding them down to just 7 points and you're on 5. You've had 2 men in the bin and you're still competing well. And in the final play of this half, Taurega makes a mistake.
Drops it.
He lost
those are those handling errors that showed in the statistics there.
Well,
5-1.
Yeah, it's play on. I thought they were going to go for the scrum, but since Juggernauts took it cleanly, they're going to continue with that play. That's the advantage, I think.
Yep, that's the advantage.
No advantage. They didn't make any progress with the ball, so Nick Berry will take them back for the scrum, and I think that'll be the last play of the match. The next breakdown after this scrum, and it'll be time up for the first half. A very low-scoring affair. 5 Juggernauts, 7 Valley Hunters. Just the conversion in it.
Valley Hunters, of course, been doing well at the scrum. As you see that Juggernauts scrum going back, but they do well to remove the ball quickly. Comes to Tirip.
Kula.
Kila does well.
Kila Kula. Or is it Kula Kila?
Breaks away from Katal and still going.
Yeah.
Finally goes down.
Listen, I'm really impressed with this young man. He's not the biggest center, but he's really strong. Laciel thinks he's into try-scoring mode, but that penalty will still come back, though. Now, the halftime siren is gone, but the long arm will stand. Nick Berry adamant that they will play the penalty. Sukumbal. Well, Valley Hunters, if they want to go for a try, want to chance their arms, they can, or will Sukumbal just tap it and kick it out and kill it? Benji? You might just tap it and kick it and kill it out.
No, I'm sure
they want the line out.
Go for the line out and try to put at least some more points before the halftime break.
Either they got a play set up that they're confident of executing well enough to score points, or they're happy to rumble on for another few minutes going over that 40-minute mark. We're actually, well, according to the time clock here, we're 4 minutes over. Karai. Taurega. Sukumbal, first receiver, Kola inside ball. You gotta admire his tenacity.
Still going.
Still runs hard. He can take the contact and keep working. Salati. Somebody tries to get him. That was Vagi. Bounces off. Taurega fires it off.
Offside, penalty. Ball there was passed forward.
Referee Nick Berry is going to probably continue with another penalty. So Valley Hunters, they're trying a few things and they're getting the benefit, and it's going their way. So, Benji, tell me when halftime is.
I think it's already halftime, but this final play has been going on for quite some time. I can hear the bench calling for take 3, but Sawi Sukumbal has other ideas. He looks like he'll be shaping the kick for touch.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And it's in touch, in goal. Dead in goal. Is it dead in goal? That's what the Juggernauts players are saying, but no, it's a 5-meter scrum.
And they still get to play that scrum, so despite losing possession in the scrum, or is it the line out or whatever it's going to be, scrum, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a line out.
Okay, so. Oh, so they did find touch.
Yeah, they did find touch.
Looked like it had gone dead in goal.
No, found touch, so it's a 5-meter.
Okay.
The Juggernauts players were trying to oversell it.
Yeah, they were one day. They sold it well, though. I bought some of it. Good product, that. Well, looks like they'll set up a predictable play here as they win it and then set up for a maul, push it forward as further as they can go. The second man who's won a few of theirs, he's going to go straight down because he didn't come down comfortably enough. Sukumbal. Dummy on the inside. Second man play. Kissu on the edge. He's thrown it out to the men there. It's Sabata, is it? And they've lost it. They've lost it. Penalty still goes Valley Hunters' way. Yeah,
I think it was great work on the ground from Laciel to able to go for the ball.
Well, we're into the 7th minute of extra time. Ephraim gets clipped around the chin area. He's 193 centimeters, so that takes some doing. And he shoves one of the Juggernauts defenders off him. Not happy with it. Nick Berry is going to have a word with him. Yeah. No, he's fine with it. It's just a penalty.
Penalty. Juggernauts are going for Valley Hunters are going for a scrum.
Well, Benji, we're going into 8 minutes now. This is unheard of. Continuous play being kept alive by penalties, and we've gone past 40 minutes for 8 minutes.
I think we've had like 3 penalties after the full-time siren went on.
It's just dragged on. It's just dragged on. Well, if the players don't mind, let's just continue it then. At 8, Kula takes the blind side. He's got a few guys, but he'll make yards. He keeps going, pumping the legs. Gets really close. They're gonna run some more big players at that try line. Juggernauts are trying desperately. Has a penalty, a long arm. Somebody's going off. Somebody is going to leave the field from the Juggernaut side. No, it doesn't seem like it's a Juggernaut side. Could be Kageni. Kageni is coming out with being called out.
I think that's Katal, the captain, being called over.
So if Katal gets called by the referee, one of his boys is going off. Could be dangerous play.
Could be.
Kageni is standing right there, so I'm guessing Kageni has done something he's not supposed to. Contrary to the laws of rugby, putting a player in a dangerous position or acting in a manner that is... Oh,
and
it's
a
a red card!
card.
Well, we better get the Connect replay on this one because it's serious enough to get sent off the field and take no further part in this match. That's one whole half of rugby that Valley Hunters are going to have to negotiate with just 14 men on the field.
So the referee must have spotted something, some dangerous play that really warranted that response. So he's sent off Shane Kageni.
And Juggernauts have done the smart thing. They've tapped it and then kicked it out, so nullifying their advantage of gaining a throw-in of any kind. It's just considered a dead ball. Oh, well, Kageni. Stats real quick. Tries, one apiece. And we've got possession just edging towards the Juggernauts a little bit. Penalties, we've got 10 to Juggernauts, 7 to Valley Hunters. Handling errors, 6-1. That's surprising in these slightly difficult conditions. Scrums, 1-4 to 3. Pretty even. Lineouts, 4-6 are even again. The set pieces all even across the board. Yellow cards, though. 1 Juggernauts and 1 red card to Valley Hunters. Kageni being sent off. Penalty try, that was one that accounted for the try. So that is the score in the first half. 7 points to 5. Valley Hunters leading at halftime.
It's one of our, let's just say, one of our elite premier grade players that the club has molded and started as a junior. He's more or less a foundation player amongst the current group. So he's a player that's come through the lower grades. He's done his time in the lower grades, promoted up to the senior grades amongst a great bunch of players who were then, when the club won a couple of premierships in a row, around the time when players like Willie Rickes, the current, that time he was the football captain. So Barrow came at a time when he had a lot of current footballs playing. He had a good bunch of players to learn from. He's done so well enough to be, let's say, a prominent player for the represented Mosby side, the Boramas, and in the last 5 or so years, he's also been part of the Pukpuks as well.
Me currently work on the TWM, work inside our workshop department, plus I work in maintenance in all vehicles, heavy machinery, welding, everything that stuff under any work. I started play rugby at age of 17, around 2010, 2011. I go through the PAM scheme program. As I said, Mr. Playard, I always wanted to go further than where I am. Got selected when Mr. Pilai lo Boromas. This is an opportunity, a big opportunity. I'm good to help me yet. Help my family below me. At least me working on something me like him, Pilai rugby, and also me got some work beside me where I can support me, which I want to good career path where we can carry on them.
When you get on the forklift, make sure that you are nice and secure so you want them.
XCMG, we are one of the distributor of XCMG products in the country. All right, we've been operating from 2021 till now, and we have set up our branches in Pom, Lay, Tabubil, and hopefully towards the end of the year we'll have the Agen up and running. Any machines that we sell, we have to provide backup, and one of the backup support is the training. So we provide product training, we provide technical training, and service training to all our customers that purchase product from us. For us, we believe in developing their skills, particularly in if they get a job somewhere. All right, in this case with young Homerang, we believe that whilst he's down in Australia, he should have this kind of skills where we can be able to help him instill discipline at the workplace. We also want to assist the Capital Rugby Union to achieve their goals through these pathway programs for these upcoming players. And one of the things we do at XCMG, a tagline, which is build a better PNG. Not so much in just providing machines, selling machines to contractors and other big players. We also want to be part of providing support to young upcoming Papua New Guineans, either through sports, through education. XCMG is always behind that.
Lilik advice to me all young Plumangi, all boys to me go back to Pigis, CRU as a whole, work hard, for what you want to achieve. You like him results, you have to put your heads down, work hard for it. That's all.
Each province tells Tumbuna stories their own way. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Laga, Bungim Yumi.
Botol, botol. Pepsi botol. Tell them shorty come get it. Come grind on me, but me it. Mommy get loose, get loose, get loose. Pepsi in my hand, ice cold, no excuse. I tell them who's gonna bring that roof down. Pepsi with the fresh sound. Tell them who's gonna bring that roof down. Pepsi with that fresh sound. Pepsi, give me some Pepsi botol. Pepsi, you like it? Botol, botol. Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi botol. Botol, botol. Pepsi botol. Tell them shorty come get it. Come grind on me, but me it. Mommy get loose, get loose, get loose. Pepsi in my hand, ice cold, no excuse. I tell them who's gonna bring that roof down. Pepsi with the fresh sound. Tell them who's gonna bring that roof down. Pepsi with that fresh sound. Pepsi, give me some Pepsi bottle. Pepsi, you like it? Bottle, bottle. Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi bottle.
Dreaming for more than the life we know. There is more to what the future holds. You be holding my no one time. Giving wings to our dream. That it's so on high, so high in the sky. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go. It's our chance to building something new, to see a different point of view. Let's be part of something wonderful. Strong in life, belong in me. Stretch him, sing down, belong all family. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh.
Welcome back to Bava Park, Port Moresby. We had a few showers here. This is half time here at the round 12 match between Juggernauts on the screen. You can see them in their huddle. There are two huddles, back and forwards, and Valley Hunters in their one big huddle. And it's Valley Hunters leading 7 points to 5. Valley Hunters got their 7 points courtesy of a penalty try for collapsing a maul. Juggernauts came back through tight head prop Jonah Apple with a try in the corner. Douglas Cowie could not convert, hence the scores 7-5. We have one red card. Valley Hunters, Shane Kageni will take no further part in the match, and that was a very, very late red card. Came after in the 49th minute of play, would you believe? We had play extended past the 40-minute mark. Both teams would be feeling a little bit of that pinch. Now the match stats, again, one try to Juggernauts, one penalty try to Valley Hunters. Possessions edging towards Juggernauts. Penalties their way as well, 10-7. Handling errors 6-1 going Valley Hunters' way, something they want to limit. Set pieces are fairly even. Yellow cards, well, 1 to Juggernauts early on in the piece. And that's your scoreline, 7 points to 5. Valley Hunters. Benji, they're going to have to do it with one less man in the ranks on the field. It's a blindside flank.
A couple of changes as well for Valley Hunters. I can see Andy Solo now on the field.
Well, will that one less man in the pack have a telling effect? We will see. Time will tell. Nice take there, but it's been ripped, not even ripped. It's just the impact of the tackle. And seen the ball come loose, and then the clearing kick, not a good one. Juggernauts all of a sudden have to defend a line out from about 25 out.
Yeah, the winger actually did well to get away from a couple of Valley Hunters players, but as he was trying to put that kick away, Lasiel was the one that was able to force that error. So they kick out on the full. Valley Hunters will throw in. They go to the back.
Nice take. That man in the 7 jersey has been doing it well. Sukumbal doing the distribution role. Cutting back on the inside, it's Kara. He makes a lot of yards. He scored a few good tries playing in that loose. Playing loose like that. Now it's play on because the team that's defending has regathered. They've passed it on. Nice pickup. That could have gone loose itself. That could have been a knock on.
Here's Roberts.
Roberts needs to go to ground. Juggernaut secure it. Tell you what, a box kick wouldn't be out of place right now. But they want to put it through the hands. Oral. Vagi. Flick pass. Oh, nice pickup. He still got it. Kick back infield. Well, probably put a bit too much on it. They got it covered. They might even want to see it go dead, but they're going to run it out themselves. This is Solo. Solo
and he loses it.
This could be a try. He just has to keep his wits about him. That maul is being pushed over. Have they got it? There's too many bodies. Nick Berry is not able to give it. Rightfully so. There's just too many bodies. You couldn't tell.
It's been held up.
Yeah, held up is the call.
Great scrambling defense from Lasiel, and I believe that's Taurega.
Yeah, loose carry from Solo as well. He was trying to kick. He was trying to run it out in goal. Should have kicked it out, but almost got his side into a spot of bother there.
This would be quite a take from the men from Juggernauts. They will be looking straight into the sun.
Take it comfortably enough. Putting it through the hands. Kawe gets past the first man. Steps Kara. Gets picked off and dumped. They've got numbers. They're flying in. They need to keep their feet. Valley Hunters need to keep their feet. And they're still not able to turn that ball over. Juggernauts trying to scrape away. Pick up every meter they can. Get closer. Vagi doesn't take it himself. Passes it on. They go. That's not a really good pass. And the kick. The kick. Oh, the catch. Catch is horrendous. The kick didn't make any sense. But somehow Juggernauts is going to get some reward.
Yeah, I was surprised with that kick, but you know it came off. So like credit to the guy that kicked it, the winger.
Benji, 9 times out of 10, that's a bonehead play from the winger, kicking it like that big, that deep.
But that's at 1 time out of 10 that it comes off.
Okay, this is one of those 1 time out of 10 that a bonehead play comes off. All right, I agree with you. Scrum 5. Juggernauts, can they get another try?
They'll need to get this ball out quickly.
Bet your bottom, I said dollar, but you know, when PNG, so bet your bottom Kina that they're going to push hard. They need to come out quickly. Oh, Tarega passes it on. The defense, another great one. They got Laciel. This is great defense there. Double Naba. Man in the 11, was at the 14.
The 14.
Man in the 14 jersey, he's been pretty impressive. In fact, all of Juggernaut's backs have been pretty good. They are not intimidated by Valley Hunters. The fact that Valley Hunters are the top team.
Yeah, they've been competing in nearly all aspects of this game. One would say that they're punching above their weight.
Way, way above their weight. They're really doing the job there. I'm just trying to get the name of that number 11 I was calling out. Riley John. Again, off the back of the scrum. Oro. Somebody's got a hold of his jersey. They need to get a hold of him for it to be a legal tackle. Scrum half Samuel Joseph finds a runner. Head down, that's the right attitude. That's the right body positioning as well. Limit the possibility of a mistake. Now, somebody flew out and clipped someone over the top of the head, neck, shoulder area. Arms out for dangerous play. Nice stepping here. I like it.
Nice that's an NFL move once again.
Absolutely. They could score here. He straightens, he goes over, does he? Gets just close, just short. Just short.
Just short.
It's very slow coming out, though. Very slow coming out. And do they get over it? Looks like they have. Referee Nick Berry, the hand is up. Juggernauts get their second try. Take the lead. 10 points to 7 with that kick to come.
Yeah, Juggernauts get their noses in front for the first time in this match.
Well, they had a couple of bites at it, and they got it. 23 coming on, that's Vincent.
Yeah, Ramas Vincent coming on.
Well, they're here to play. They are here to play.
Yeah, they'll be looking to continue their form. Last week, Juggernauts beat.
Kinect replay will show that they were piling on that try line, and they just went short on that short side, and the defense just opened up. Sukumbal, one of the defenders, so I'm guessing he was targeted. I saw him up in the defensive line, and they went straight from him. Smart thinking. Not 100%, you would have to say, after that heavy head knock he took in the first half. Might see him get replaced if he continues to struggle or he continues to get targeted. And this is Billy Tirrup. Strange Kawa is not taking it. Strikes it. None of the kicks from Juggernauts today have been convincing off the tee at all. It must be just one of those days. Valley Hunters. Benji, could this be the beginning of a slump? They dropped last week. This week they're under some more pressure. Your ability to handle pressure is a key aspect of being a great side. Sukumbal with the restart. That sun is now directly in the faces of Juggernauts. Oral gets the pass. No, that was too Oral. Oral get it and passed it on to a man in the 11. That's Riley John. Another hooker. He's going to ground. He almost surrendered in that tackle. Oral. Oral is wearing a black head guard, and so is the man in the 6 jersey. So Kawe with the clearance. Solo almost fumbled that one. Vincent runs across field. He's being chased by Double Naba. Nice initial hit there. They almost got him. Now they do. Have they? Yes. They're going to put him down the ground. Kawe was one of them. He runs back to sweeper position. Kula now trying to cause havoc on the edge. That pass. Was it passed or did it come off a hand? Did it come off a body? Yeah, it was tapped down.
Knock on, says the referee.
Yeah, well, knock on, but we've got a long arm, so.
Oh, I think it's a penalty.
It should be a card, shouldn't it? Like, attempted intercept. No, I don't think Nick Berry saw it that way. The referee got a man down over on the sideline, far side, center field. Sukumbal with the kick. That was Kenneth Kula. Yeah, he's the one who initiated the move on that blind side. Didn't come off. And he's the last man to get up off the turf. Valley Hunters need to be careful here. What usually works for them against lesser opposition is not doing a trick today. They found out the hard way last week. They can get tied down and kept scoreless for an entire match, let alone one half. Valley Hunters have to be switched on. The same man in the 7 jersey picks it up, Tarega Sukumbal.
So it's a Daryl
Kula.
And a great tackle as well by the 12, Kila. Under Kara.
Kila has been great. Laciel gets taken out. Riley John, hats off to you, sir. They are doing a great job. Juggernauts, they get the mistake. They get the mistake. Vincent trying to keep his man up. It's really tough stuff in there. They are really going hard at each other now.
Box kick, no one at the back.
Nice option. It's a chase for the ball now.
Great vision.
Solo. What is he going to do with it? He runs in goal. He kills it. He kills it, Benji.
That should be a 5-meter scrum.
That is going to be a 5-meter scrum. It better be, or somebody's going to send the word down to Nick Berry.
Yep. It is a 5-meter scrum.
Finally. I haven't seen one of those in a while.
Because the ball was brought back into the field, into the in-goal line and killed. That would constitute a 5-meter scrum.
Yeah. Solo looks out of it a little bit, yeah. And the other question you might want to ask is all this chopping and changing in the Valley Hunters lineup, especially over the last 3 weeks, 3 or 4 games, might be having an effect. Continuity is really not there. They're not playing like they've been building up into something. Individually, some of them look really good. Kenneth Kula, Sukumbal, despite the head knock, is holding it together. Katal has been kind of non-existent, Benji. Haven't seen too much of him. Ben Laciel's not having an impact as well. Kisiu is doing nothing on that edge in that blue headgear. Looks good, though. Maybe he needs to shift in. Maybe he needs to shift. This is for all the headgear wearing guys out there. Looks good. Looks good. Keep it up. Short side. Oral. Will he get there? No, just short. They pinch it. It's legal. Juggernauts get it. They got him shot on the right. If it goes through the hands, the step back in. He's going to get there. No, he won't. He's short. Reaches over. Still a try. Amazing stuff. Juggernauts turning it on here at Baba Park. Pepsi Capital Rugby in round 12. Juggernauts score, you good thing go.
That was Killer as well in the 12. He's had a blinder today, well, this afternoon.
We have been impressed by Kula Killer. He has been something else, a revelation. A man, Connect Replay will show this. He takes it, looks outside, then runs back in, steps off his right, and just burrows for that line. The tackle's not completed, reaches over and scores. Great effort, great effort. As I was saying, not the biggest center in the competition, but boy, a lot of heart, a lot of ability. Kawa should get this, though. Right in front. Right in front. Kula Killer.
Kula Killer.
And he does.
Some substitutions being made.
And
Jordan Seladi coming off, as well as David Kura. Tilto going in to replace him, as well as Liskia.
Yeah, they're in a little bit of trouble, Belly Hunters. Body language is just telling you that they're not fully into this. They're not fighting tooth and nail. They almost seem like they're pedestrians at a sidewalk, just watching the traffic go back and forth. Sukumbal, drive this one deep. No sense putting it high. Drive it deep, peg them back. Would be the right call. And he goes high, though. Center field, it's a good contest. Juggernauts playing like men inspired. Kick coming in. Kawe, low trajectory. Has he taken off too much?
Bounces.
No, he hasn't. The rugby gods are smiling. on the Juggernauts. And somebody has said the Juggernauts are playing. Well, the Hunters. Which Hunters are we talking about? The Hunters should be taking a leaf out of Juggernauts now. There's two sets of Hunters that aren't doing well in the city of Port Moresby. One of them is right in front of us. The other one plays tomorrow. So yeah, both sets, huh? Have a good look at Juggernauts. A lot of heart. Really impressed with Kula Kila. He is amazing. Now that pass was long. It was meant for Sukumbal, and he had something on in the plan, but Kawe is going to make a mess of those plans. He steps past three guys. Qatar manages to get a hand on that jersey.
Stepping well.
Yeah, he's having a good game.
Off his feet, diving in.
Closing off. Now, finally, one call goes. Well, not one call. They've had several calls. They're just butchering every opportunity, aren't they? Valley Hunters. It seems like they're still asleep. They need a good bucket of water splashed on them or a nice firm slap to the face to wake them up, because they are not playing like the Valley Hunters we're used to. Especially certainly not like reigning premiers, put it that way. Could have a boil over here, Benji. Same man takes it.
Wate in the 7 for Valley Hunters.
Sukumbal. That's Kenny Kula getting taken around the chin. Referee's going to stop this. We could see a card.
We could see a card.
We could very well see a card. Was it a swinging arm? Well, I think Kula's. Look, I don't want to disparage the guy. I don't want to criticize him, but if he gets back up quickly after the card gets given, he was milking this like a dairy farmer. Okay, check him out. Oh, look at him. Sorry, I shouldn't be making light of an injured player, but let's see the replay. Connect replay will show this. Sukumbal throws a long ball, catches Lassiel, short one to Kula running a straighter line. Yeah, he got taken high by Riley John. Really a wraparound tackle more than anything.
Yes, and the player was sent to the bin. Juggernauts will be a man down.
It will be for 10 minutes, though.
10 minutes.
Now, Kula's still down. Is he going to just play this one out until maybe show everybody's... Well, if he's really that injured, he should be leaving the field. But remember, we've had a guy who got knocked out, literally. And he's left the field and then come back on. Yeah, it looks like Kenneth is going to stay on the field. Amazing, amazing recovery powers.
Yep, it was a miraculous recovery. He's back to his feet. Sukumbal puts it into touch.
Well, it's 14 on 14.
About 10 meters from the Juggernauts try line, and Jesse Tilto will be throwing in. Wate, the number 7, has been taking them very comfortably and pretty much unchallenged as well.
That's right. Tilto is going to find Wate again. Well, I think it's pretty clear Wate is their only line-out jumper, so they need to target him, make it hard for him, time him. Valley Hunters now happy with this maul. They're going to roll it forward, see if they can go one way. If not, take it out the other way. And they've got the arm out advantage. Valley Hunters. They're going to push hard. Kara. Tilto goes over in the corner. Valley Hunters back in this one. And just like that, it's 12-15. With the kick to come. The kick goes over. It's going to square things up. It's going to be a difficult kick. Kawe has struggled from this end. Connect replay will show it. They pushed over, and then they just pass it out to that short side. And Kara, is it Kara?
Kara.
Tilto. And Tilto had too much space. He wasn't going to get pushed out of the touch, so he's had enough bulk. He's got enough weight to take on defender and barge his way over. Sawi Sukumbal. This man, heavily concussed first half, came back after the HIA. And he seems to have shrugged it off. And he's going to take this conversion. This one is to level the scores. Get them to within 1. I beg your pardon, my math is a little bit off. Sorry. I'm talking like I got the concussion.
Sukumbal from near the sideline.
It's a very difficult angle to kick for a right footer. Strikes it. Yeah.
Just past the face. And the conversion, the run-up was too early as well.
That's twice now.
It's
in this
twice
match.
now in this match.
One by either side. Well, if you have a referee that's going to ping you for things like that, you need to be aware and on the lookout, because he will look for those things, those little indiscretions.
You can't run up too early.
Yeah.
And also, it was a Sukumbal that kicked the Valley Hunters through to the grand final last year down at Sir Hubert Murray Stadium. They were playing against the Harlequins.
Yeah, pivotal player for Valley Hunters. If they're going to win this one, he needs to stay on the field. Even in the state he's in at the moment, slightly banged up. Manning on the sideline for... Oh, that's a...
That's even worse than the first
Well,
strike.
why did they even bother with the run-in and the disruptor, the Juggernauts? Should have just let him have his go. I think all kickers have struggled today for some reason.
Yeah.
Pretty good kickers too.
Almost just a quarter of the second half still to go.
Tirip with the ball.
Yep, Tirip. The 18.
Oh, so it's not Tirip, it's the 18. Tirip's off. Yeah, he had a head, yep. Kula. Oh, Kula's recovered nicely. Run straight into contact. That scores. There's only 3 points in it.
I think that's Killer again.
Just a terrier killer. Really impressed with him. Oh, juggles it a little
Sukumbal.
bit. Oh, that shoulder, that might come back to him. The player was taken out. Solo trying to get past his man. He does get past the first guy. Handing off plays. He's still going. He throws it back desperately. Straight into the arms of Juggernauts.
There's a shoulder, no arms, no wraparound motion.
Valley Hunters coming back in a big way.
Valley Hunters having the momentum. Richie Capo
It's Richie Capo.
coming on for Big Johnny Ephraim.
Just a couple of meters outside that 20.
Joey Vagi also coming off as well, replaced by the 22.
No. Time to show some character. Juggernauts, they want to knock Valley Hunters off that top perch, or at least rattle them. Line out from Tilto. They'll find that same man, Wate. He has been very good. Kara, oh, oral, just unnecessary. Couldn't help himself. This could be a red card. That's a second yellow card. You can't get a second yellow card, it's a red. Amazing, amazing. Dangerous play. And it turns into a red. Oh, goodness me. Goodness me, that is really bad. He's let his side down. It was completely unnecessary. Play had already gone past him, and he just put a shoulder in or attacked the man who'd already passed the ball with a swinging arm.
Yes, Awi Sukumbal just getting a couple of steps in front of the point where the penalty was. Referee just urging him to come back and kick the ball in the correct spot.
Yeah, I'd have to say discipline has really let Juggernauts down. Oral did not need to do that. Absolutely did not. Brain explosion for him. No, it's going to be a matter of what they're taking this line out, so we know where it's going, Benji. All my money, including the kitchen sink, is on Wate. Please don't make me a fool. Thank you. Yeah, he gets it. Thank you.
They go for a maul.
Yeah, this far out, they're looking for the illegal collapse. Maybe they can get a penalty out of it. Will the arm come out?
Nope.
Hard to tell. Hard to tell.
Kula legally collapsed it, so referee's okay.
Look, Kula right in the middle of it, driving away. They're going to try and pick it up off that base, and keep pinching a few more meters, getting closer to that try line. Valley Hunters now. They're in the premiership mode, championship mode. They know what's in front of them. They know how to get there. Do they have the patience? They get driven back on that occasion. This young halfback needs to control things well. Sukumbal gets it solo, throws it out. Vincent, that pass is okay. Laciel cuts back in. Maybe he should have passed it out. Ooh, he had a man unmarked outside him.
He had Kisiu on the outside. Just
Kisiu.
couldn't find the ball to Kisiu to put him over.
Should have just given it straight to him.
Wate,
Wate.
not the biggest forward. He's stopped in his tracks.
Yeah, 14. Riley John about to come back on and make it 14 on
Crossfield
14.
kick.
Kula, he's waiting for it. Doesn't get it. Who knocked it on first? That's the question. I think Kula did.
I think Kula did as well.
You'd have to say Kula did first. Yep.
Yep.
Juggernauts. Now they're just trying to get the attention of the referee, Nick Berry, so that Riley John can come back onto the field and take his spot after serving his 10 minutes in the bin. And remember, we have 2 red cards in this match. Shen Kageni and Michael Oral. Kageni for Hunters, Belly Hunters, and Oral for Juggernauts. Juggernauts, they're going to have to be very careful in this part of the field. No fancy stuff. Get it straight out. Samuel Joseph at halfback. And the 18 on the field, well, he's wearing the 18 jersey, but he's got the exact same name as the number 6, so I really can't say much about that. But the ball is going to go to Kawe. Kick is nice and high. It's
Touch
angled.
ball.
Solo, nice catch. Vincent. Laciel pivoted and then tried to get around his man, Riley John. He's had 10 minutes in the bin. He's fresh. Reels him in. Valley Hunters set up a ruck. Tarega's calling on his men. Gives it to Sukumbal.
Here's Richie Capo.
Capo is fresh on the field. Kara. Kara goes a direct route. Tries to muscle his way. Grabs a few meters. Sukumbal. Haven't seen him kick too much. They're putting it through the hands. Solo. They want him to bust a few tackles. And there's that man again. Kilakula. Kilakula. I want to give him the man of the match right now.
Yeah, he's played very well.
Ah, he's been amazing. Juggernauts fans, that's one of your heroes right there. Kepo. Kepo gets hit hard. Forced back. Sukumbal. Dummy onto Wate. Katal going for a run. One of the rare times he's touched it and actually held it and run with it. Goes to ground. They're going to come back the other way. Sukumbal, technical kick. Nobody in that corner. Solo chasing. It's a foot race. Coming across. He'll get it. Oh, he trips over. Excuse me, he trips over. They pull him off easily enough.
It's kicked into touch by Kawe.
Great stuff. This is entertaining rugby. I love the way how Sukumbal sizes up very quickly, so there was no one back in that corner.
Yeah, great heads-up play from Sukumbal. That's his experience there. Spotted no one at the back, put one through. He actually hoped that Solo would catch that ball and go over, but I think the number 6 did well to recover.
Yeah, he may have overestimated Solo's pace. I think Solo's got a bit of a strapped leg on, so he probably wouldn't have been able to get there. But a fully fit Solo, who knows? All right, this one's won by Wate again. How many line-out wins has he had? Sukumbal. Wow.
Okay, so it's a penalty. The Wate was taken out in the air. Well, he had his hand. So it'll be Valley Hunters have gone for a scrum. This will be interesting.
So both red cards are flankers, or at least loose forwards.
Yes, loose forwards.
So it's not like you have an advantage in the scrum. It's basically 6 on 6.
7 on 7.
Sorry, 7. My math again. There you go. My math is not mathing. Wow. Where did I get these numbers from? Anyway.
Sakiki with the feed.
Oh, they're pushing hard. They're pushing hard. They want that arm to come out. Referee Nick Berry still hasn't, not convinced. Kenny Kula picks it up anyway. He always beats the first tackle. Gets him on the front foot. Now they go wide. Sukumbal, he's going to try and squeeze that defense in. Oh, great hit. Has the ball gone forward? No, it hasn't. It's play on. Kisiu.
Great scrambling defense by Juggernauts.
That's a great hit on Laciel, I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was the 14.
There's a new man on the field, 17 for Valley Hunters. He's a big unit. Need to use him closer to that line. They're going through the hands. Fatal put it on. Laciel's got it. Now it's Vincent. He's got Solo outside him. It's 2 on 2. Kula cuts back in. Will he get over? Yes, he does. Amazing stuff. They held their nerve. They put it through the hands. And Kula found himself on the edge of that move, and he goes over.
He was going to take some stopping too, Kula.
Connect replay will show it. Vincent kept his cool, passed it on to Solo. Solo got it on to Kula, and Kula, juggled it a little bit, but he straightened it up and went straight for that line, got it over. No problems with the grounding, no problems with anything. Try. And just like that, Valley Hunters 17 with the kick to come, leading Juggernauts 15. Ken Sawi Sukumbal, he attempted a conversion from a similar angle, probably a little further in, maybe a meter or a meter and a half. And he failed on both occasions. He actually got a second opportunity after the chase or the spoilers from Juggernauts were called back. Benji, what do you think? Can he get this one? He's actually put it on the 5 meter mark, so 5 meters in and about 18. Or just a little over 18 meters. That's the angle. Fans from Valley Hunters making noise, I'm assuming, maybe, or is it the Juggernauts fans trying to disrupt him?
I think the Valley Hunters fans.
They run out, he strikes it. Has he got the radar working? I think he has!
Great strike from...
Now that's what I call a kicker who readjusts after the first or 2 attempts. He knew he went wrong, and he kept that ball on the fairway, right down the middle. Sorry, I borrowed some golfing terms there. Not sure what got over me. Kawe, what can he conjure up for his side? It's 14 on 14. 2 red cards. Both of them loose forwards.
Juggernauts need to score a try.
My word, they do.
To get in front.
Well, they score now by some miracle or stroke of luck. They will definitely throw the cat amongst the pigeons. It'll be well and truly game on. Because we've got about 9 minutes or 8 minutes and a bit. Sukumbal with a dummy. And now they've got it over halfway. And this man has got some good footwork. This is Riley John. Ruck formed. Valley Hunters do not want to give a penalty away. That's a terrible pass. Sukumbal's got it. Somebody's got him, though. Kepo. We've got a new man on the field. Forward.
That's Jared Amaritua in the 17.
Jared Amaritua. They've stolen it. Kick downfield. That chase needs to be there. Where is it? We've got 2 chasers.
2 on 2.
The kick is a safe option. Vincent follows the script. Doesn't try to do anything too crazy or fancy. Keeps it simple. Ensures Coach Frank Genia doesn't tear any more of his hairs out. Elias Larry on the sideline there. Experienced referee himself. And this game is really coming down to the wire. 2 points in it. 7.5 minutes remaining.
Oh, 2 points.
2 points.
So a penalty will actually, or a drop goal.
Or a drop goal, either one. Either one. This gentleman, Manga, needs to get the line-out throw right. Wate has been really good. Throw goes all the way to the back. It's straight. Now he needs to not run away from his support. That's the key. They need to follow him. Another runner. He needs to go straight. And where's the support? That's the problem.
They have numbers.
They got him shot. The pass is terrible. What is going on? They get him out. Get it out. It's an intercept. Kisiu has lucky play. He gets the break and he goes all the way. About 75 meters. And I don't want to say it's too early, but I think that's the game. Valley Hunters have got that stroke of luck they needed.
KCU with a great play.
Connect replay will show it. Once he got that ball and he was in open spaces, he beat just one man. And that was it. There was no one behind him, and he gets the tongue out, a la Ross Taylor style. And he goes over. Better keep that tongue in your mouth, Bo. Be unfortunate if he bit his tongue. That'd be terrible. Well, it's 24 with the kick to come. 17. 24 plays 17. Sukumbal is going to take his sweet time. He's going to have a bit of a discussion with both his ball boys. Yeah, I guess he's got that luxury. And he's got the ball really close, Benji. He's got the ball really close because he knows no one's going to try and charge it down. Still, it's very close. Well, he gets it over, though, in the end. Benji, just a question. Is Sawi Sukumbal left-footed or is he right-footed?
I think he's a right-footed.
Well, he just converted that left-footed. Oh, this guy's amazing.
I think he's left-footed.
Are you sure about that?
I think so.
Okay, so the conversion, if we get a replay and a conversion, guys downstairs, did he kick that right-footed or left-footed? But this guy's ambidextrous. Amazing. Okay. Kawe, he's in a familiar position. After conceding the last try, he was asked to restart proceedings again.
Yeah, but that lead starting to creep away from
9 points.
Juggernauts, yeah.
9 points.
Outside a converted try as well. Richie Capo putting it down.
Capo, he saw them coming at him and he's still on the ground. Oh, he gets up. That's more out of disappointment than anything else. And they compounded by giving a penalty away.
The player already had his knees on the ground, but it was Liskia that continued to hold him up with ball and all.
They're trying to will each other on. Juggernauts. About 4 minutes left in this game. Oh, that kind of indecision will not help you. You have to be determined and consistent with everything you do. No half chances. Pass needs to be good. Is that okay? That's fine. The referee's okay with it. Riley John. Flick pass. Oh, flick pass. Going to give me heart attacks. Pass it out to the right. No, they come back left. They say settle it down there. Oh, that's a tough one, but we've got a good guy with the ball. Little step here. This is Kilakula. Nice clear out. These centers and wingers for Juggernauts are doing a great job. Goes through their hands. And they need to find some space. Throw and pass. It's okay, that pass, no problem. Where's the support? They lift him up. They're trying to take him all the way to the sideline. Probably trying to take him all the way to the soccer field. Comes back. Juggernauts still have it. No problem. Referee says play on. No breaks in play until he finally goes out. No, it's still in play. Until it finally breaks down.
I think it's a knock-on.
And it's not just a knock-on. It's a knock-on by Valley Hunters. It's a knock-on by the defending side, which means they're going to do some more defending if they can't get a turnover in the scrum.
If they can score a converted try, then
converted try just gets them to within two.
Within two.
How about this? I lay this. They get a converted try, come back, off the kickoff, they set up, get close to halfway, and someone does the mother of all drop goals from halfway and send this stadium into pandemonium.
Valley Hunters will be looking to put this one to bed at their forward pack. They'll definitely have a big shove, and then Valley Hunters, Juggernauts, fortunate to get it out quickly.
Yeah, it needs to be a settled play. They can't score a try on this play. Oh, can they? Can they? Oh, it's come off. Looks like a knock-on. Referee Nick Berry says it's play on. They needed to have a quick clearance. Well, that defensive line is just waiting for them. They need to take one to ground and commit a few more defenders. They're not going to win it on one play, unless that's what they're trying to do, Benji. They need to have support there. That man needs to hold on to it. Now it comes out. They've got him slight overlap. That ball needs to go out. It does. Pass it on. They're going to get the try. And who else deserves it more than Kilakula?
Killer Cooler.
Comeback is on. They need to get the conversion in
They need this conversion.
as quick as possible. Kawe cannot take his time with this conversion. If he's walking, he should be jogging over to the mark right now. Connect replay shows it. Riley John gets it past to Kawe. Kawe gets it on to Cooler Killer. Oh, does a little bit of a break, and then he goes over and scores it. You know, if I'm Kawe, I'm just drop kicking this one. Benji, I'm drop kicking it. We're running out of time. It's less than a minute of play left, according to this clock. But we saw Nick Berry, the referee, allow play to extend by 9 minutes in the first half. Can you believe that?
Yeah, because as long as the ball doesn't
Yeah,
die,
the
so
ball
it's
wasn't- yeah.
it's not like soccer where you can allot that stoppage time. So we'll just have to. If the Juggernauts will need to keep the ball alive.
He needs to get this. Kawe needs to get this.
Kawe lining up his
No
conversion.
ifs and buts. He got it. It's over. Okay, 2-point ball game. 24 points. Trailing 26. Valley Hunters are not out of the woods.
Exactly what the doctor ordered
And
for
the
Juggernauts.
And the Juggernauts are rumbling through, breaking down trees, looking for that try, or that drop goal, or that penalty goal, whatever it is. Light fading here at Bava Park. The time is 5:41 according to my watch. Late in the afternoon. Nice high restart. Under it is Riley John. He runs away from the first defender. He's
Almost
getting
breaks
through. Will he
through.
get the pass away? No, he's going to settle it. He's going to settle it. Kawe. A full-time siren goes Kawe. They have to spread it. They can still keep it on face play. They can still go. What a pass. What a pass. And this is the hooker. Can he get the ball down and set up for the next rock? That's what they need to do. Or do we have a penalty? Nick Berry.
Why?
What is the kick doing? What was that for? Goodness me. And that's the ball game. That is the ball game, Benji. That is unbelievable. They had one shot. One shot. They had one bullet in the chamber, and you know what? The marksman did. He took it out of the chamber and he threw it all the way somewhere else. Madness. I cannot believe myself.
There was a slim chance. There was a little fire
That's
of
crazy
chance.
stuff.
He brought
Everybody
a-
on the stands agrees with me. That's crazy.
There was a little chance, a little
I'm leaving
flame
this
of
place.
hope. He just took a bucket of water and just splashed it all over. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm in shock. I'm in shock. Anyway, Valley Hunters 26 defeat Juggernauts 24. Valiant effort from both sides. 81 minutes. And we're going to have a look at the stats very shortly, but 2 red cards. Both teams were playing with 14 men in that final 30 minutes or so of the match. Match stats for you. 4 tries to 3. 1 penalty try. It was actually 4 tries each if you take that penalty try into account. Conversions 2 apiece. Penalty goals none. Someone should have looked for one. Even Stevens with the possessions. Penalties 14 to Juggernauts. 8 to Valley Hunters. Looked like Valley Hunters actually got more, but hey, that's the way it goes. Handling errors 13 to 1. Valley Hunters, a lot of handling errors in their game. Set pieces pretty even, more or less. Although lineouts won, Wata did a great job for Valley Hunters. Yellow cards 2 for Juggernauts and a red card apiece for both sides. And that's all she wrote, Benji. That is all she wrote. What an amazing game. If you're in Moresby, please come down to Bava Park and watch some great action. This is the kind of action you will see every Saturday, every Sunday here in the nation's capital. But once again, that scoreline, 26 points to 24. 4 tries apiece, 2 conversions. But in the end, the defending premiers, Valley Hunters, 5-0 losers last week to MBB Marlins, coming back and just scraping home. I can't call this a slump, but definitely there's a few worrying times for Coach Frank Genia. Needs to get his team back to where they were in their grand final or their premiership winning form from last year. But still, they'll be happy with this. That's 2 points in the kitty bag. Juggernauts, on the other hand, they can be proud of that effort, Benji.
They definitely can. They played very well. They competed at everything, at the scrums, at the lineouts. A lot of the young players in the back line, they played well above their weight, you know, and they can hold their heads up high. They also pretty much had the lead for the most part of the match. And, yeah, it was unfortunate for them. But, again, that is the full-time score. Valley Hunters 26 defeating the Juggernauts 24.